Hey guys, it's Shannon Graham coming at you with the bullshit alert. So the bullshit alert today is about being a fraud. Now I want to tell you a story. A couple years back, I got a phone call from a pretty well-known actor in Hollywood, and they called me up and said, you know, Shannon, I hear you're this coach, I hear you can help people transform, and I want to hire you to help me with my relationship. And there was this pivotal moment in the conversation, because as soon as they said the word relationship, I was like, that's not really what I do. But here's this big name actor willing to pay me as much money as I can imagine. And so what are you gonna do, right? So I said, yeah, absolutely. I can help you, let's do this. And as soon as I hung up that phone, I got this feeling in my gut, that feeling that I know you know, which is, I feel like a fraud. I feel way out of integrity. But I move forward anyway. And I totally screwed it up because I'm not a relationship coach, and my reputation really took a hit because of it. But the lesson that I learned from it was never hide. Never hide. Never hide behind being a fraud. You see, being a fraud is not really who you are. And so I discovered that there's 3 ways that you can hide by being a fraud. The first is by selling out. You see, in the story, I was a sellout. I sold out my integrity for showing up as something that other people wanted me to be. I sold out my integrity for the money. And it wasn't worth it. It was actually way not worth it. The second way that you can be a total fraud is by listening to other people and doing what they tell you to do without regarding how you feel about it. You see, we live in a culture that has so many gurus that tell you what to do and how to do it, and they're so much more successful than you, and so they must know, right? But maybe you don't like how they do things. Maybe that's just not your style, right? Maybe they're trying to tell you to do the 2-step and you just want to get jiggy with it. Well, you're a total fraud if you just listen to what they say and don't honor how you feel. Because how you feel makes the difference. How you feel is what's going to attract people to you, because they're going to see you getting jiggy with your dance and they're going to go, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But if they see you trying to do the 2-step and it's not for real, the patina's all off. You see, we live in a society that judges you by your patina, your vibe, your shine. And if your shine isn't real, people can tell. So don't just follow along with some guru just because you think they're more successful than you, or they're so authoritative, or whatever. You're your authority. And number 3 is, you are an absolute fraud if you're playing small. Now that's tough, because you'll always continually play small. But you know if you're playing small right now. And you know there are areas of your life where you're being a fraud. And luckily, because the way the patina shows up, we can hide behind that. As long as other people don't know, we're cool. But the people who matter the most are you at the end of the day. You should care whether you're a fraud or not, regardless of what people think, whether they ever find out or not. So the question is, are you selling out? Are you doing what other people tell you to do, even though it doesn't feel good? And are you hiding? Because either way, you're a fraud. Now, I say that with love because it gives you the opportunity to look at those things and say, man, am I doing that? How can I start to do something different? So I encourage you to examine that today and go forth and be great.